Hey everybody, today we're taking a look at this gaming laptop, the 17-inch HP OMEN. It's been 8 months since I got it, and I've seen some reviews out there on YouTube that talk about this beast having a robust build, packing amazing hardware setup for a good price. And yes, for the most part it is true. This monster packs high specs. The model that I've got right here and you're looking at is equipped with an i7 9th Gen 9750H 6-core CPU, 32GB of RAM DDR4, 2666 MHz of speed, GPU RTX 2070 full size, and 2.5 TB of memory. I'll talk later about the parts that I have upgraded myself, but so that you know, in this video I want to cover up the things that I love on this machine, such as gaming performance, editing, and other things, and of course also the drawbacks. So with that being said, let's first talk about the screen. This laptop has a crazy beautiful screen, very bright, 17-inch IPS Full HD display. I love the screen because it is big, of course, clear, roomy for productive work and also gaming, has 144 Hz refresh rate, which is awesome for gaming, has G-Sync compatibility, and the brightness of the screen is on point. What do I mean by that? Well, the maximum brightness measures at 355 nits right in the middle of the screen, and the contrast ratio is set at 1500 by 1. All this means that you will experience a bright display even outside at a coffee shop. Moreover, this display offers 98% of sRGB color spectrum, which provides a vibrant image, and scores 1.91 in Delta E for color accuracy, which is outstanding. Every score below 2.0 is just perfect, and this scores 1.91 considering it's a gaming laptop. Before this, I used to have a Lenovo Y520, which had 55% sRGB, poor Data E at 7.3 with 239 brightness nits, and I can tell that the screen was awful for creative work. Couldn't tell if red was orange. I find this one having an awesome panel, considering built for gaming in mind. The other thing I like is the keyboard. The HP OMEN offers a full keyboard with RGB lighting and offers 6 customizable buttons right on the left side. And you can of course change the colors, and you do that through the OMEN Command Center that I have opened right here, which is great. So you go right at the lighting, and right here you can customize the RGB lighting. I love the default position and colors, so yeah, that's cool with me. And of course I have also customized these buttons, and of course you can also set this at right here at the macros. And for example, if I want, let's say, to take a screenshot, all I do is press P6, and if I want to start recording the screen, all I do is press P5 and I'm set. The other cool thing is typing experience. Well, that's a joy. I like the buttons, good material used, not noisy, they do provide the right resistance as you type in, and the travel distance between them is just really on point. And now let's talk about the port selection and start from the left side, since this is where the most of them sit. So you get 2 audio jacks, the mic socket and the speaker or headphone socket. You get 1 USB Type-C port with Thunderbolt power, 2 USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A ports, a mini display port, an HDMI 2.0 RJ45 port, and a charging plug power port. On the right side, there's also another USB Type A port, 3.2 Gen 1, and an SD card reader. So I do love the fact that it has every port I need, because since I travel places, I do find them very necessary often without bothering with adapters when you have an Apple MacBook Pro. And now let's talk gaming, because I'm always engaged to this department in free time, and I'm a big fan of single-player games, but I also do enjoy multiplayer games. Now this guy delivers high FPS performance, at least on the games that I have tested so far, and right here you can tell I have a bunch of games, for example Battlefield 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I have the Modern Warfare 2, again Call of Duty, big fan of Call of Duty. I have the Counter-Strike Global Offensive, I do play multiplayer online. I have the Pro Evolution Soccer 2021, Age of Empires, big fan of this classic game. I have the Rise Son of Rome, Assassin's Creed, GTA 5 of course, and Crash Bandicoot, for the sake of the classic times. Here's a list of the FPS that this laptop has scored on the games that I've played. Now this guy delivers, as you can tell, high FPS performance, at least on the games that you see. I truly do enjoy gaming on this laptop because everything plays so smooth, frames are very constant, and the best part is that this beast just doesn't hit much. I've also played while connecting the laptop to a TV with 4K resolution, and the experience with frame rates, even in 4K, was stunning. All games peaking at 60 Hz because it was the TV's limit refresh rate. I'm really amazed by the performance of this monster. What can I tell more? So when it comes to gaming, this machine does the job at its best. Now let's talk about video editing. Here's a Blackmagic Road speed test that I did for you, where you can tell that the RTX 2070 GPU card is well capable of handling high resolutions. I can edit on DaVinci Resolve playback very smoothly since it also pulls a lot of power from the GPU, which is great in this case, a lot of CUDA cores. I do color editing with ease and rendering while feeling confident that everything will respond well. And the 32 gigabytes that I have installed is just great because it helps me with multitasking. When I'm rendering, I can also open Photoshop and Lightroom and I can work simultaneously. And I usually use the laptop stand, so you can tell right now, so that the laptop can actually breathe well. And I think it does contribute a lot. Another topic I want to talk about is storage upgradability. So I got this laptop for 1500 euros here in Italy. It was brand new on sale. I was lucky, I can tell, with 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigabytes of NVMe storage, and the slow classic 2.5-inch 1TB SATA drive, 7200 RPM, which I swapped immediately with the 1TB Samsung SSD 860, I guess, yeah. And since it allowed for another M.2 NVMe drive, I bought one from Western Digital, the SN750 model, with 1TB storage, and I finally also swapped my 28 gigs RAM DIMMs with two 16 gigs for a total of 32 gigabytes because of the video editing. So I love the fact that you can add up to 3 storage drives, and yeah, that's awesome. Last but not least, the cooling system. This laptop doesn't get very hot. I'm glad for that. That's a big bonus. I have glanced at the temperatures once in a while, and they usually hit 65 up to 85 degrees Celsius when rendering or gaming. And I think the laptop stand also contributes on this part. The area that gets hotter is right here in the upper middle part, but in general this laptop handles heat very well thanks to the 2 huge fans which are right on the bottom that guarantee for an awesome airflow. The air vent on the right side is where heat gets away right here, so you might feel it on your hand while playing a game if your hand is level with the air vent. And the other air vent is right on the rear upper side, but keep in mind that it is very important to give your laptop space to breathe, especially when dealing with intensive processing tasks such as rendering or, playing hardcore games. Well, I did talk a lot about the good things that I do love on this machine. Now it's time to tell you some drawbacks that I have found on these 8 months that I want to discuss. So what I don't like, there's 2 things. First of all, battery life. I'm sure that you guessed it. It has a poor battery life, but what do you expect from such a machine? You're afraid to watch movies because it won't last that much. You may watch 1 2-hour movie, but not 2, considering 80% screen brightness. Same thing with other tasks such as surfing the web or watching YouTube, which will give you roughly 3 hours. Gaming, well, don't even think about it because not only it will last short, usually 30 to 40 minutes, which also will depend on the hunger of the game. But the battery, which by the way has a 70-watt battery unit, doesn't provide the same power you get with the 230 watts, the power brick that this laptop comes with. And you are going to also enjoy high frames when playing games with such a power. So just as a PlayStation, Xbox or a PC, they all get power from the wall socket. Same thing with a laptop. For performance, you want the full power it can deliver, so yeah, play games while plugged in. The second drawback are the speakers, which are located right on the bottom. It has 2 speakers from Bang and Olufsen, it is some German brand, that are not loud enough, are also small as you can tell. though I always have it connected to external speakers for, quality experience. Now, if you do open the OMEN audio control, you can actually select the output, and of course you can increase all frequencies like me right here. And if you want to compensate for some more volume right off the laptop. But if you actually use headphones or external speakers, you'll be completely fine because they draw a lot of power and you'll have plenty of volume. By the way, the modes between voice, movie and music really work as expected, and hence I usually do switch between when I watch a movie or when I just watch a show. Alright, it's time to conclude. So the HP OMEN 17-inch laptop, yes, it's a big boy, it's a fat boy, and it weighs 3.3 kilograms alone without the power brick, but offers a lot of power. And using it day to day for these last 8 months, it has been very pleasing. Number one, because of course, the screen that it has, this IPS display is very beautiful, very bright, punchy, vibrant. It offers performance and good upgradability options. I'm happy with my purchase because since I travel a lot, I need a capable machine that does editing, plays games with ease, that has a good screen with nice true colors, because that's very important when editing videos or pictures. A laptop that has plenty of ports, a good keyboard, full size, and on top a good price. And for me, this checks every box. Now here's my advice: if you're looking for a long-term home office laptop that will rest mostly on your desk and you want a Windows laptop and want to randomly play gaming, then look no further but at this guy. Same thing for someone looking for a decent gaming laptop. This provides enough power for a great gaming experience, very high FPS. It is a portable powerhouse. It excels at being a do-it-all machine. Good price, great hardware, good support. I guess that was about it. So those were my thoughts. Let me hear yours. And if you do have any further questions, please leave it down below and I'll be glad to answer you. So that was pretty much it. I'm Henry. Take care out there. Bye-bye.